Hey, this is Chris, Keeping It Real, Facts Over Fear. Got a new chart for you today. In the notes, we have a new methodology. I'm going to change the way I'm counting the number of people who have had COVID-19, and I'm also going to add two new categories in terms of the vaccinations that are taking place in North Carolina right now. So there's a new formula. The first part of the formula will be that I'm going to count 70% of the first vaccine doses. That is because both the Moderna and the Pfizer vaccine are approximately 70% effective on the first dose. And so I'm going to count 70% of those people as having been vaccinated and count them toward herd immunity. The second part, I'm going to count all the people that have had the second dose, of course, because the effective rate for both vaccines is 90 to 95%. I'm not going to quibble with 5 or 10%. And then I'm going to go and just count the actual confirmed cases and stop assuming that there are people who have had it who don't know about it, simply because I've never have known what that number is. And the most important reason, though, is that the vaccinations are going to have a much bigger impact on the final date of herd immunity, because those are numbers that can actually be verified. So that's already a bit of analysis. The confirmed case count will steadily decline in terms of relevance as we get towards herd immunity. So you look at it this way: we peaked. We absolutely peaked at 10,000 actual confirmed cases a day for a few days, or a couple days back in January. North Carolina is now effectively administering 30,000 vaccines a day, which means 15,000 people a day are being added to the ones who are completely vaccinated. And so that number is much bigger, and it's going to continue, and it's probably going to go higher. So that's why I'm putting much more emphasis on the vaccinations than I am the confirmed case numbers. This chart here assumes, and that's another thing we can do with real numbers, is now we can actually make a real chart with real assumptions. The chart assumes 30,000 effective doses per day. The chart assumes 2,000 confirmed cases per day, actual confirmed cases per day. And so when we add all the numbers that have come before, and now we start trying to project out what's going to happen, and this was through the end of until May 1st, 2021. So that's what I plugged in for the next couple months. Well, and yes, until the end of April. So assuming that we get 30,000 effective doses per day, and we have 2,000 confirmed cases per day, and that, I believe that number might even be a bit high, but again, you compare 2,000 to 30,000, it's not much of a comparison. Which one has the bigger effect on the graph? The effective vaccine doses per day has a much bigger effect on the chart. And I realize I'm still probably double counting some people, but it's again, I can't do anything about that. So that we're just going to have to roll with that. The new herd immunity date now is July 4th, 2021. You can see from the polynomial regression it is somewhere towards the end of July. But this graph, if the vaccination rate holds, this graph is going to go straight down to there, and that's where it's going to end up. And so we are looking to be in good shape. If the vaccinations pick up, if they can pick it up to 35 or 40,000 a day, we'll just get there that much quicker. And of course, we're going to see much lower case numbers. We're going to see much lower hospitalizations and much lower deaths. And so that's all good news. So I think really, we're looking at in the next 3 or 4 months to really actually get out of this thing and get back to our normal lives. At least I hope so. All right. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the section below. Like and subscribe. We appreciate when you do. And we'll see you on the next fact-filled video.